tonight, it is Friday night, which means it's Darlene's favorite night of the week. It is Sip and Sew time. Ray's joining me. She's super happy about it. Let me pull up some of my feeds and then I'll tell you what's going on. How was everybody's week? First of all, traditionally we start this off with a toast. So here's to all of you and kicking off the Christmas season. I hope everybody has had a good week and lots of good health. And of course, a prosperous new year. So cheers. All right.
She almost said cricket.
You might need to speak up because the sound is all... Oh, actually, the sound's right here, so we should be okay.
So you can stop yelling in my ear.
Wow, okay. Do you guys notice my cup matches my dress? You're welcome. You're welcome. If someone's going to say it, so let me just dispel the rumor right now. Yes, I have colored my hair. It is a different color. It is not just the lights. All right, let me go out here to...
No.
You can't come through.
No.
Ah! They saw you. All right, let me pull up my YouTube feed. So we are working on a very special project tonight. This is actually the first thing that Ray and I have done. Okay, she just left me. Ray and I have done together, of course, as she rolls out of the shot. We are doing a table runner, a Christmas table runner, designed and created by my friend Roxanne Carter. She's spectacular, by the way. Roxanne has a gift for being able to write patterns to people of all skill levels. It is not a normal gift, but Roxanne has it. So this table runner is not complicated. I've obviously made one already, so you can see the one I already made here. This is the fall one that I made. We're going to do a Christmas one over the next couple weeks, and tonight we're just going to be cutting and hanging out a little bit, sipping some wine and chit-chatting, and so I hope you guys can stay and join me. So let me go down to Facebook. I have not grabbed my Facebook feed. There I am. So tonight in the city of Idaho, and I use the word city very loosely, just for the record. It's more of the town of Idaho, or Sandpoint, Idaho. It is Ladies' Night. So I am part of a group of businesses called the Sandpoint Shopping District, and we put on little events through the year. The thing is about Sandpoint, Idaho, is there's a lot of locals here, but very few people of them come to this little downtown business bustling little center, which is such a shame because there are so many great little shops, including Sandpoint Quilting, and great restaurants. What did I say? Oh, Sand Creek. I know the name of my own store. Are you going to come over here?
Yeah, just tell us
what are we doing? Okay. And so this little events like tonight, which is Ladies' Night, which means all of the shops are... Shops. Okay. Ray, you're going to have to come over here and talk, I guess. All of our shops are open tonight till 8 p.m. We have lots of fun in the store going on. I'm sure there's going to be some people in, so Ray and I probably will disappear out of the frame since my retail space is just here behind the camera. We have hot chocolate bar for our friends. We've got Christmas cookies. I'm doing demos tonight on the boardwalk outside, including hand warmers with essential oils in them and pocket tissue covers. So that's what I'm going to be working on later on as soon as I'm off show. So let me say hi to some friends and then we can get going with our cutting tonight. Oh, real quick too, while I'm on here, in case some people are late to the party, nope, that's not it. I'm going to put a link in the text messages of both YouTube and Facebook with the copy with the table runner. So we're not going to be giving out cutting instructions and stuff. I want to support my friend's business, and so if you would like to stitch along with us, we are her pattern is just $5. It's a $5 download. You're supporting a wonderful artist and woman. So I've just put the links into the computer screen. So let me say hi to a few friends and then we'll get going. All right. Hi, Cindy Matthews. Thanks for joining us. We have got Sandy and Missy over on Facebook. And then Polly's on from UK. Hi, Polly. Good to see ya. All right, let's see what we got going on here on Facebook land. We have Debbie from Kentucky. Hi, Debbie. Angel's on from Houston. Kathy's on from East Texas. Bernadette's on, our token Canadian. Thanks for joining us, Bernadette. She says, cheers. Cheers, girl. Angel likes, so this was my $20, my dress is a $20 clearance rack purchase from a little boutique down here in the little town. I love it. It's my favorite color. Let's see here. Lisa's on. Franny's on. I am trying to look festive, Bernadette. Mel and Joe are here. Yay, yay, yay. Jeanette is on. Peggy's on from Iowa. Fran is on from Indiana. Thanks for joining us. Ray has been taking her dance class every week. She loves it. Pauline is on from Texas. Bonnie's on from Illinois. We're supposed to be getting snow again. We don't have it yet, but it's a coming. Angel, I wish you were here too.
I think I sent her thing out yesterday.
Angel, you have a big package coming from us, girl, with your bonus fabric in it. Yay! Oh, there's more too, because she ordered the 222
She
thing.
got a bunch of stuff. It's not in a big box. It's just
Okay, Kathy's on, Nancy's on, Judy P's on, Sandy Fowler from AZ. Hi, Sweet Pea. And Janet is on from New York City. All right. So, tonight, we are cutting. Reagan is cutting. I am supervising.
That's not happening.
We are cutting out our squares from this table runner, which was really fun to make. I actually can't remember when I made that. I'm pretty sure I made it like...
It was recent.
Was it recent? I thought it
think
was
it was
at like some retreat or
No, I
something.
think that was in the Redmond house.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It was definitely...
Because we didn't have any fall decorations.
That's probably right. Yeah,
And
yeah.
you were like...
Probably last fall.
Yeah, and you needed to do something, so...
I will say that there are some quilts that I've done in my life that are the benefactors of very like creative and inspirational moments. This table runner is definitely in that category. I had fun. It turned out fabulous. It looks fancy. It's all of the things. Other grandma is in balmy AJ at 77. Dang,
Wow.
I took a walk with Andy this afternoon. It was 37 degrees outside.
I'm wearing a dress with no tights on.
So one of the great things about Roxanne's pattern, her table runner, is it also includes placemats. So if you go out to her Etsy, click on that link and pay $5, you will not only have the table runner, but you will also have placemats.
We're saying hi to each other.
Say hi. Or you got a question?
They're saying hi to each other.
No, I know. I love that. Hi, Patty Smith from Missouri. Thanks for joining us.
Ballet is going good. I was a little wiped out this week. I'm sure Mom will explain here in a few minutes, so I didn't feel like going and being active.
So the reason for my last minute cancellation on Wednesday was I was on my way to the emergency room to meet Andy. He was checked in very briefly for some high blood pressure problems, and they are working now to get that under control. He's fine. He'll be fine. Everybody's fine, but there's been a couple of emergency room runs this week, and it's been kind of crazy. So for those of you who checked in on me to make sure I was okay, canceling a show last minute is very uncharacteristic. I really appreciate it.
20 minutes to spare.
Yeah, the last time I canceled something last minute was when Rogue needed to get picked up from his emergency surgery.
No, we've canceled it last minute before.
Not last minute. We canceled it earlier in the day. But anyway, so Cole is doing good. Yes, my new do. I decided to add a little pink in my life. It was time to take things up a notch.
And tell people about the sickness.
No. Thank you, Miss Polly. She says, loving the new do. Okay. So we are cutting tonight. So in the instructions, it calls for a focal fabric. So we have decided, actually, I think what I'm going to do is do that. So we have decided to do the poinsettia as the focal fabric. The pattern also calls for a small print or accent square. So we are going to do ours in a solid green. I know that's a big shocker to everybody that knows me. It also calls for a framing fabric, so we're going to use this pretty gold. It's called Thatched. It's one of the blenders from Moda. Love it. So this one's called Thatch. And then there's just a solid Christmas red is going to be our setting squares. So that is what we are doing tonight for fabric. We're going to start cutting. Okay, so let's see here. We have some comments. Oh, bless him, bless you. Sounds like it was a really, I have quite a heavy pour on my wine tonight, if I'm being completely transparent. Yes, it's already showing signs of improvement. So, and we didn't go to the emergency room today. So, hey, win.
Achievements.
Thanks, guys. You're so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Franny says no more emergency room visits, Sandy.
Only if it's from a snowboarding injury.
Oh, did you guys hear him? He said only if it's from a snowboarding injury. Nope, not even then.
It's okay, we'll bring a helicopter for that.
When Andy and I were young, when we were young, I was going to say younger, but we're going to leave it at we were young. Andy was quite a talented snowboard guy when snowboarding was really new. I mean, when was it started? In the 90s-ish? Yeah. And he was an instructor and stuff. And I remember one year, this was before we had cell phones in our hands, growing out of our hands. I remember him getting a call from him at the emergency room because he couldn't call me immediately that he was in the emergency room because he had gotten over his fear of cliffs that day. And and he had to be taken down the mountain by the ski patrol. Young boys, what can I say?
It's not going to be like a swimming pool thing where you just kind of toss them out there.
Polly, the cup is filled to the brim.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Oh, hi, Sandy Reese. Hi, Linda Wood. Let's see, Franny says he needs a glass of wine every evening to help that. Yes, honey, you need a glass of wine to help thin that blood.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun.
Okay, girl. We're going to start cutting up our main print. Here's our instructions. There you go.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay. So we are cutting.
This is embarrassing. I don't know how to cut.
That's actually not true. Nancy, does she know how to cut with a rotary cutter?
She always would show me and then she'd let me cut.
Okay. So we are going to cut a strip of fabric here.
So you're not supposed to cut towards the
Okay. I would like to just say that my cutting practices are do as I say, not as I do. You are not supposed to cut towards yourself.
I'm moving so you don't cut me. So go
No,
ahead.
well, that's a rule. See, my blade is closed. I'm not going to jab
But
you.
you're about to cut towards yourself, which is me.
So my mother-in-law, who's a very talented quilter, can cut, is it ambidextrally? Is that a word? She's strong in her right and her left hand. I am right hand prominent. I cannot do that. So I'm going to cheat. No one do this. You're never supposed to cut towards yourself.
Or your daughter.
Or your daughter. And I do that because that's my Eleanor Burns impression. Okay. So now Reagan's like, who's Eleanor Burns?
You've showed me.
She's a legend. She's a legend. Hi, Phyllis McEwen. Thanks for joining us tonight. Polly says, I'm having adaptive lessons so I can get back on my board. Oh, nice. Very cool. Polly's a snowboarder too, babe. That's awesome.
She lives in
Let's see here. Oh, someone said something about a grandbaby. What's this? What's this? George is on. Oh, Judy P. You're going to have your first grandchild. We're going to have a grandchild for the first time in 11 years. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. I love newborn baby smells.
Why'd you have to make it weird?
I don't. I just like to sniff them. They smell amazing.
Yeah, when you start talking about sniffing things.
Sniffing babies. Just their heads.
Still weird.
Oh, so good. So good. Hi, George. Let's see here. Marsha's on. Hi, Marsha. Margie's Country Store. I'm so jealous. That is awesome. Very, very, very fun. Let's see. We need to set up a Zoom so we can cut together. I agree, Odie. That's actually not a bad idea. I'm so happy for you, Judy P. That is awesome. Do you have a name? Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Give us the deets. Come on. Mel, in all capital letters, says, I agree. The new baby smell is the best. Amen. Okay. So we're going to cut a strip. For those of you who are new to cutting, let me go here. We'll talk about that. Okay, so I'm going to go to the dashboard here. So Ray's doing her mini boss babe thing. So I had a pile of these antiques. They look like bunny ears right now. That's funny. A pile of these little antique screwdrivers. They came with the featherweights. They work perfectly on the featherweights. They're not nearly as good as the Wera screwdrivers, FYI, but they're kind of fun because they're original. So I just put a bunch of these on the website this week, and then okay. Oh, I'm not allowed to unfold this. Our aprons are back in stock. For those of you who are on the wait list, you should have got a call. I have another limited quantity. There's a few left, so go ahead and check out the website for these. They are now dual logoed. They have the Sand Creek logo and the Featherweight Doctor logo on them.
You should show them. Nope, other camera. Other camera.
There we go. See? Aren't these cool? So those are back on the website. Thank you. Okay, so cutting instructions. She's... No sound for me. Oh, no. Why can't you hear us? That's weird. Is your sound turned down, Kathleen? Oh, no. Lisa said her son and wife and grandson all have COVID. I hope it's not a strong case. Bernadette, I would love to know what the other colors we're only going to have, Bernadette, that dark gray color. What are we calling it?
Oh,
black sand.
I didn't know that. I told people that there were more colors coming back in stock.
Oh.
You didn't tell me that
we're only getting the gray ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There won't be other colors, Miss Bernadette. Second edition aprons, yes. Judy P says, and next May they gave me a pile of cuddle fabrics and I never caught on until they said the ultrasound. That's so cool. What a great gift.
Yeah.
Oh, it just sounds low, huh?
It's not us. Everyone else can hear us.
No, that's...
No, the iPad.
Can you guys hear us okay? Can we take a poll? Because there's some people who can't hear us very well. My microphone is pinging pretty good, so I'm not sure it's us. You might need to turn your sounds up. I don't know. Okay, so when you're cutting on a piece of fabric, you want to make sure that you start with a really sharp cut edge. And you never see the lines on my cutting board? You don't use the lines on your cutting board for cutting your strips. Oh, okay, Sandy, good. Oh, did he get the monoclonal something antibody treatment?
Everyone can hear fine.
Okay, good.
And Dad just tested it, so.
Good, okay. Super.
Do you want me to do it?
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, we are...
You could line it up if you like.
Gonna cut our first strip here, and then we are going to make subcuts. 1, 2, 6. Make sure you are making your... It's measure twice, cuss once is the rule. Oh, you gotta make sure you make your full. Okay. Boop. Go ahead. Don't cut your mother.
Or your hand.
Okay, so from that we're gonna make squares. We need a bunch. All right, she's doing great, folks.
I don't know what to do next.
Okay, so now we're gonna...
Cutting is
Good
not my
Lord,
strong
okay.
suit.
So we need to square this up and get rid of our ugly salvaged edge. And we are going to make sure we have a good square. Okay, a few more of those, girl. Go ahead. Come on, you can do this. She's smiling at me like she doesn't know what I want her to do.
That's true. I have no idea what the...
We need a bunch of those, so keep cutting your...
I understand, but I'm not supposed to say what I don't know what the thing is.
Okay. One more.
No.
It's 1, 3, 4, 5.5. So 6.5. Your ruler is 8.5 inches, just so you know. There she goes. She's lining everything up. She's made sure she's out of the blood zone.
There's something wrong with your rotary cutter.
Oh my gosh. All right, good. I'm glad everybody can hear us. Thank you, Melanie, for monoclonal. Mel's the doc here. She's the real doc. I'm just the sewing machine doctor. Oh, good. Angel's literally opening her mail right now. She has these ornaments are so cute. The earrings are the best. That was your free gift, girl. I love my bundle that I won. Thank you, thank you. You are welcome. Andy got the bandages already get the bandages already. Or someone's gonna, Franny thinks you should get some bandages ready, sweetie pie. Someone's gonna get cut.
Oh.
I don't know, Jen. That's funny. Polly says, bless Ray for her fear of the blade. You just have to cut yourself a few times with a rotary cutter and then it's all good. No one knows any better.
Is Sunny on?
Sunny, are you out there? I don't think Sunny's on.
Sometimes she only says hi.
Okay, let's see here. I think we need 2 more. Good job, lady. Don't screw it up.
Grandma taught me.
Grandma, it's true. So Ray, Nancy was the ringleader for my quilting problem. We'll call it a quilting problem. And Nancy also handed Ray a rotary cutter at how old?
You'd have to ask her.
Yeah, really young. Too young to have a rotary cutter in her hand.
I'd say like 10.
And I was like, Mom, are you kidding me? Okay, that's a quarter. That's a quarter. Whenever the rotary cutter isn't in your hand, you close the blade.
Oh, no.
Because that way, if you do this, you don't cut your hand open.
I'll put a band-aid. That is terribly annoying to keep doing that.
You have to keep closing it. Okay, so now we need a couple of more strips. Yep, good job. Look at her go. Look at her go. Denise, oh, Polly. So Polly's asking about Denise. Denise has a new puppy. And it has been quite a thing. It has been quite a thing. She says, how is Denise doing? Looking after her new puppy. Is she using the matchsticks to keep her eyes open yet? Yeah, she gets up with him like 2 or 3 times a night. And I'm like, Denise, this is why you never actually had human babies, because you'd get more sleep if you had human babies than a puppy. He's doing really good though. I got to see him yesterday when Andy was at the emergency room, and he is so cute. May I give you a pointer?
No.
When you're cutting.
No, here we go.
I can't help myself. When you're cutting, it's good. So like if you hold your hand all the way out here and then cut, you notice how your fabric kind of shifts underneath here? So the trick is to put your hand on both ends of the ruler, but still out of the cut zone, and then cut. And you owe me another quarter because you did it again. Every time you put the ruler down,
I'll take it out of the
you
register.
close the blade. And that way, if you have your hand on here, then the fabric won't shift underneath the cutter.
I'll take it out of the Sand Creek register. There you go.
Oh, what is are there some cutters that automatically close? Oh, I did not know that.
No, she said, are there?
Yeah,
some-
are there? And then Lisa said yes. And then Odie said yes several times. I did not know that. Okay, so that's it for our main fabric. Oh, I think we have to do some, nope. So those were binding strips that we cut a minute ago. Cool. And then the next thing we're going to do is our small print, which we are using green on.
It is your turn.
My turn to cut?
Yes.
Okay.
Switch.
That's not really fair because I'm much faster than you are.
Nah. Well, you could take a while.
All right. Isn't green just the best color ever?
Oh,
I mean,
I can drink your wine if you want.
that's okay. That's okay. Hi, John. Tell us how your crafts fair went last weekend. We could make it a drinking game. It's always Bernadette. Bernadette, you're trouble. Franny always gets a bad rap around this group, but I feel like you're the one that is like the secret ringleader. Okay, this is going to be an expensive quilt. Yeah, it's right there. We're making hand warmers with essential oil and tissue covers. Okay, we're going to switch. All right, Reagan's on. I'll be right back. How you doing, Pam? I'm good.
Okay. She did not tell me where we were.
We were with any family or anything. I don't know. Thanksgiving to me is all about. Yeah.
Dear Mother, are we on the framing part? Sorry.
We are on the from small print. So you're going to make a couple of long
I did the
strips and then okay. We're doing our sip and sip. Okay. So I have a couple things going on here.
Ote.
This is my school bell.
It was
This is my
gloomy
school
out
bell.
today,
This is
so it makes me
9-year-old machine that
sad.
has my favorite stitch in the whole shop. Yeah, that's like
an expensive quilt.
yeah, let me grab some thread really quick. I just realized I need. Oh.
Okay.
Miss Pam. Do you want to sew? Okay, I'm going to drop this down to a thread clear level.
Okay.
Here, but I am going to.
Do we have any fun plans this weekend?
So I can drop it without. She's a 11-pound monster.
We are supposed to be going to Seattle this weekend. But I don't know if we're still doing that. We were supposed to be going, but then all this stuff happened.
Yes, I had extra blocks left over.
So I don't know if we still are.
There you go.
Thanks, Mel.
You have to speak up. They can't hear you
I
if you
did.
talk that soft.
I was talking. They can hear me.
Okay. And I'll grab a regular chair for you. So what do you want to make first? Oh, let's do this then. This is already ready to go. So what I'm doing here is I was making those little bubble packs over there. And I had a bunch of like shoestring fabrics.
Resting and sewing is good, Angel. You have that new charm pack to play with.
And I bought this inch thing, which is spectacular because I don't need to measure anything. It's just on there for me. For sure.
I'm speaking louder, Franny. Mom, I have no idea if I'm doing this right, so you might need to be buying more fabric.
You're okay. Oh, she's okay.
Mom has tons of sewing to finish as well. Her whole cart back here is full of quilts that need to get done.
Let me grab a regular chair.
Are you guys new?
Yes.
That's what I thought. She does amazing
We just got here October 1st.
I don't know what
All right,
to
Miss
talk about.
Pam. Have a seat there, girl.
I am. She is with a customer. She's with 3 at the moment, actually.
Well, it's actually totally full now. There's no more open spots. There's been a run on retail. So, yes.
I think we're supposed to be adding more little screwdrivers to the website this week. We have some like really small ones, like this big probably. They're like gray and brown. Dad will get them. We don't have a lot of them, so I'll make sure to put low quantity on them. Yeah. So I'll put some of these on the website
Okay, so the paddle is weird.
this week too.
I prefer to use the paddle backwards like this.
Shannon spent most of the day cutting out so I could sew with all of you tonight,
So I rest my foot on it.
but she sits at Walgreens trying to pick up my cat's
My
medicine.
little converter so you can do it a little bit better.
I am very allergic to cats, so I couldn't.
Okay, so this is a little contraption I'm working on for taking this little guy. Yeah, like that, and then you can just.
I'm so sorry, Mel.
Yeah. So when you start out, you want to make sure.
That sounds rough. The question for the group is, are your Christmas trees decorated
It's the only way I like it.
for Christmas yet?
And then
And if you have a real tree or a fake tree. Are you a fake tree family or a real tree? We, personally, have always been a real tree family because we lived in Washington a while, but as soon as we moved to Arizona, we quickly became a fake tree family. We went to a tree farm in Arizona and it was
always roll forward.
terrible. It smelled like cow poop and we were all gagging trying to pick a tree and it like
So
lasted
this, I made
2 weeks because of the dry climate. We filled the tree trunk thing like twice a day with like gallons of water and it still died within 2 weeks. So the next two Christmases we had in Arizona, we bought a really cool fake tree that could grow and shrink, and it had a whole bunch of different light settings. It was awesome.
So it's not really fair for me to put this machine because
But now that we're here, we get a real tree,
like this.
just like in Washington.
No, what it is this is one of the oldest featherweights out there. In fact, it's
We've got one real tree from Bernadette.
And in the first 3 years,
We have one fake from Shannon, one fake with Judy, one fake with Sandy,
away for later production years. Okay, so the first one is
and
this
an
one.
artificial tree from
This
Bonnie.
is a crumb corner. It's called the school bell.
Not a lot of real ones out there.
They moved the Bob and Winders
What we used to do
contacting
is
in
we used-
later years after 35.
What?
Because
We used to
people
get
were
a
knocking
fake
these
tree
off when they were putting
in
them
Arizona, and what we would do, because we missed the
This
evergreen
being
smell,
on the corner,
we would buy the little
means
scent
that
things to
here,
stick
so
them
there's
in,
some
and
steel gears
that was the best we could do with that scenario.
on the school belts.
Tell
then
them about
after
the what real
we
tree
changed
you
to
bought.
smaller trees.
I did.
So that's
It smelled like cow poop, and we were all gagging.
it's so
I told her it lasted 2 weeks, and we were filling it with gallons of water a day, and it still was dying. So
here.
fake. That's a lot of fake trees, you guys. Angels is purple.
Most of them,
I'm okay with purple. Purple's cool.
modest trees. This one in particular. Yeah, yeah.
21 artificial trees, all up and decorated. I wish we had 21 trees. We only get one. And we're very limited with size. I like the taller trees myself, so we'll see. Are your fake trees full and like fluffy? Or are they're big and you can like put your arms in? My mom, she's very picky. She likes her trees open so you can put more ornaments on the branches. Like you can see to the core of the tree.
5, 6 times I used to do this. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, more than
Of course, Grandma, you have a fig tree. You live in Texas. That probably lasts just as long as the Arizona one did.
so if you were to come in, here most likely, my husband has.
We have been listening to Christmas music since Thanksgiving. I have been listening to Christmas music since Halloween. So we are all getting our Christmas music share. No tree from Sandy Martin yet, but she usually has a real tree. Blue Diva says no tree, but I always go for my fake tree. Sandy Martin likes it open too. I like it full. I think it looks more like a traditional Christmas tree. But we've always had open trees. Our decorations are a little bit of a mix-up because when we moved here, we put all of our Christmas decorations in the back of storage. So, and then we shoved everything on top of it and in the way, so we can't actually get to all of our old Christmas decorations.
Yeah,
which we're all a little upset about. But so we're gonna get some new Christmas decorations, and we've taken a vow that we're gonna get most of our Aussie's out. And we're going to take most of our Christmas decorations from antique stores, so we keep it all well loved. But we won't have any of our old. Hey, Dad, will you take? Never mind. We have not watched any Christmas movies yet, unfortunately. But we have the list, so as soon as we get up to it, we will watch more Christmas movies. I have not seen the Kelly Clarkson Christmas show, but her Christmas album, Wrapped in Red, is probably my favorite Christmas album there is. I even have a CD of it. I'll send you one later, Judy. I'll send you a mailing address. I like white color lights. It looks a little bit, Bernadette said white color or color lights. I like white because it makes it look like snowflakes or pieces of snow on the tree. In our Christmas boxes, she has a few of our homemade. I know she has one of Cole. It's like a baby picture of Cole on some piece of paper, and he made it in school, I think. I don't remember. And then I have one I made for a Nutcracker ballet performance a couple years ago. We made like little felt things and we like fake animal heads, and we put them in the candy canes so it looked like they were like real animals. We still have those.
And then he still has about 50 to lose.
No, I'm not, Isabel. Mom's just over there. I just don't.
But he's
Considering that the viewership went down, I don't think. I think it's about the same where it was last time. We've been a little preoccupied this week, so she hasn't had a lot of time to work on extra quilting activities. She hasn't even got to running the long arm, let alone doing extra activities.
I found over in the ladies' medical center, whatever. Yeah, Women's Health Center. I found a great doctor there. Just
Blue Diva is going down to the novelty funny Christmas tree decorations this year. We used to have a funny Christmas tradition, but we stopped because someone wasn't playing. I love blue spruce for hanging ornaments, but they do need to break so fast. Yeah, Dad really wants a blue spruce this year. Luckily, we live in North Idaho, so we have lots of selection of different types of trees we want.
And now he's retired. He's left me. Yeah. So it's just
Color is good too. The fake tree we had in Arizona that could grow and shrink. We could do party lights with a bunch of colors, or we could do white lights. You could also do like party mode where they like flash at you. It's pretty awesome. I'm in the process I'm in the process of learning how to long arm. I can basically run it when she's like, if she has everything pinned and everything measured and started, I basically can run it from then on. She just leaves it to me. But unfortunately, she tried to teach me how to do it when someone brought a really thick t-shirt quilt and it kept snagging, so wasn't much teaching going on. It was a lot of "Mom, can you come help" kind of thing. But as soon as I get better with it, I'll be doing the long arm services full time. The address is not right on featherweightdoctor.com. It's I think we still need to change it. I think it's still our Redmond address. But I think the right address is on sandcreekquilting.com. I'll send you the link. I'll send you to the contact page, and there should be our address.
So,
There's the contact page, and it should be somewhere in there. I think it's at the bottom. George said, "I have a stocking I cut out of wood when I was 5 that I still use." That's awesome.
okay, so I use.
Well, usually I think party lights because they're super bright and a bunch of colorfulness. So
You can't lower these. They don't.
I personally like the more simple, modern look than the
So you can
bright
just
lights.
use finger sticks. I move my lever to the middle. So not
Do we have any fun plans for Friday night other than
down and not
sitting and sipping with
It's like zero.
Darlene and I,
But
Mom and I?
you also can use one of these, which I find much easier actually.
Hi, Della.
So
74. That sounds nice. It was 30s today, and I made the mistake of wearing a dress without tights, so I was very cold today. Tablerunner is my dream quilting machine. It was my mom's too. Her just Millennium died after 20 years, so she finally got an opportunity to buy the Bernina, the new one she wanted. I remember when we lived in Arizona and it was really hard to get into the Christmas spirit. It was very intimidating to wake up Christmas morning and to look out and see a palm tree swaying around instead of snow on
So
everything.
she's lollygagging is what you're saying. Yes.
They made me walk through the whole bridge and she's still
I tend to not go anywhere with people like that. They drive me crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's why we have each
We're
other
here, yeah.
to accompany while you wait.
Yay! Sorry. Isabel's going to come next week.
Oh.
We are very excited to have Isabel in the shop again. She will be here with us in the store and at home, so she will be with us helping us out. We are very excited for Isabel.
Speed circulation on here. It's just automated. So you kind of have to need. Well,
It's we're supposed to be expecting some snow this week.
But
How many inches?
if this was going to be
5 to 6. A week from now, we're supposed to have 6 to 7 inches total in the next week of snow.
it's not pushing anything.
I don't know how I feel about that yet. My car is done out of the shop, and its tires were fixed yesterday, so she is ready to be on the road,
So you
and
can
she's ready to be
loosen it if you
in
need
the
to.
snow. The tires guys said that the
I learned
tires
this
were
last
in really good shape, like we didn't have to worry about replacing them. And they said they have really good, they're like really good for
I know, right?
the snow season pressure. So that is a big stress off my plate that I don't have to worry about my car slipping,
I can actually be
falling
better
apart on me.
on this because I can be more.
You're still running the AC, Shannon?
Because it
That
doesn't get away from me. Like when I'm starting on my big machine,
crazy.
it's like so
We
going
have our
fast.
heat
I
running
feel like you're going
around
on
the
to
clock.
you're on fire. This one's like
Happy
nice
shoveling.
and, like
I don't do the
consistent
shoveling,
because
unfortunately. Dad likes to do it. He thinks it's
Find my little
satisfying.
zen moment here. Here, you should try this. It's okay. It's terrible. I'm gonna pick it out. Yeah, it's okay. If you suck, I'll take it out. Don't worry. Just kidding.
37 in Montana right now. Yep, that sounds about right. I think we were in the 30s today too for our midday.
So you just see what it feels like. Yeah, you don't have to.
Yes, the Bernina does intimidate me. The Millennium scared me more because she was really loud and like if you were sewing, it would sound like a freight train was driving by. But this Bernina is really quiet compared to the Millennium, so it doesn't scare me as much.
You've never done it before, for sure.
Millie.
I'll be like, well, I was showing you.
It was 37 and windy in New Hampshire. We luckily didn't have any wind today. It was just kind of cold and cloudy. We didn't have any rain though, so that's
Oh, I think
good.
you told me that.
Pretty sure if it was raining, it would be snowing.
That sounds like mind-numbingly. You're like that repetition.
Sandy's dad used to say that doing the dishes was satisfying and it kept his nails clean.
Give me a spreadsheet.
I have to be careful doing the dishes because some people have Dawn soap, which is a brand. It's blue. It's supposed to take the oil off the baby ducklings, but weirdly enough, it causes my mom and I to break out in sores on our hand. I'm just getting over some sores right now, and it's been a little rough the past week trying to hold things and grab things. So I have driven a little bit in the snow before, not as much as my parents have, obviously, but my dad says that when we get enough snow and there's enough ice on an empty parking lot, we're going to take my car and him and I are going to go out and do a quick lesson on things. And while he's driving, he always gives me tips and stuff. I've only had my license for a year. October was my official date of having it a year. So I haven't had much. I've been driving a lot around like city towns because we lived in Redmond when I got my license. So I would drive a lot from city to city and through small streets and all that fun stuff. So I didn't have a lot of snow experience or country road experience for that matter, which is all Idaho is here. Do you guys have any favorite Christmas traditions? Seems to be a family discussion we keep having these days. I was curious if anyone else had any fun ones. I think my favorite Christmas tradition we do is we usually do a big feast on Christmas Eve. Usually some big meat of some sorts, and it's usually just the family on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day dinner, we usually go with extended family or friends, but always Christmas Eve, it's always either the 3 or 4 of us. Do you find handling all fabric dries your hands out? I have noticed that if I am cutting, it does dry my hands out, which is kind of weird because they tell you you're not supposed to use lotion when you're working with fabrics because then it gets lotion all over the fabric.
Because I just know that's.
Hey, how are you? Feeling better?
Yes. That's awesome, Blue Diva. I guess we'll both be getting the same lesson. Or me and you used to. Cole will not be here this year, unfortunately. He will be in Maui. Just the 3 of us this year. Should be fun. Quite small little Christmas, just the 3 of us.
Special order 3 months before because it's a special limited edition.
Shannon eats peanut butter Captain Crunch on Christmas morning. That's awesome. We it's always funny. Mom always tries to like sit us down and have a nice Christmas breakfast, but Cole and I used to like just be like, no, let's get to gifts, and we just never really get to a special Christmas breakfast until after we open gifts in the morning. We probably do stuff like pancakes or something sweet like crepes. I don't think we've ever done cereal for a Christmas morning tradition, but that one's fun. Yeah, that's the whole point of us going to the parking lot first, because so I can get more experience and figure out how my car feels, because every car is different when it comes to that kind of stuff, especially mine since it was built for the snow. So definitely gonna be a learning curve, but I'm excited. Franny asked, what do you want for Christmas? She said, I want a 20 sit down. That's awesome, Franny. I don't really know what I want yet. I've gotten pretty spoiled this year with it not being Christmas, so I don't really know what to expect. It's going to be under the tree for Christmas.
And I'm like, she's a freaking liar. This is amazing.
Actually, when I started looking closer, I'm not
George Hubble does a breakfast casserole. I am not a fan of casseroles, but it sounds interesting. Yes, my dad will go through everything. We've already talked about all that, so I'm not too worried about that. I used to have a Mini Cooper. She was awesome. She was green with 2 stripes on the front, racing stripes. She was a convertible, so it was very fun in Washington summers, especially when all the leaves were out and it was 80 degrees. It was very nice. And I worked where I had to drive 30 minutes, so I sometimes would get nice, long 30-minute convertible rides in 80.
So, and I know you got a
Thanks, Bernadette.
Yeah. No,
Trying my best here. Darlene has given me some big shoes to fill, so
it's after Christmas and stuff. Yeah, and so
it's very hard to compete with her on this level.
We come in via the mail anytime from Western Washington. One just came in from Montana, and I have 2 more. These are all before Christmas. So come January.
I don't know about that breakfast casserole. My mom has, I've tried casseroles before, and I just don't have the love for it that some people do. Sandy Martin has baked French toast at our house. That sounds really good.
It's not going to be 50, because I think you're routing because it was a big piece.
Oh, that sounds good, George.
Yeah. So it would be much less.
Scrambled eggs, sausage, and eggs. That sounds actually pretty good right now. I had a very light lunch, so that sounds good.
Because that's the only one I have on the go.
I think the short side might be better.
I haven't had French toast in a while. I used to make that. That's what because Cole and I would get up at the same time for school, and that's what he usually would make us for breakfast if he got up before me, because he always liked to cook in the morning. He usually would make French toast.
I have tons.
Mary has a fake tree.
I've started loading them into the computer, so when you bring it in, it's like in front of me, we can.
That is a lot of fake trees. I don't know about that. I really like the real tree, but it's a lot of work. You gotta water it every day. You gotta sweep up the pines that are falling off.
That's right.
Gotta throw it away when you're done. I get it. It's a lot of work, but we've always had real trees, so it always reminds me of Christmas and reminds me of home whenever we have a real tree around.
Good to see you too.
Well, Darlene is about to take over, thank goodness. Just enough time to finish the show. Yay.
Yay, Ray, you've been talking so
We
much.
have 5 minutes left.
Okay, how far did we get? You cut a strip? Good Lord, guys. No sense of urgency here. All right. Well, I should probably cut a few squares then. Can you hand me my wine right over there? Does Rogue try to help himself to the candy? Oh, you know he does. He's so naughty. Oh, Polly, I'm reading that in the comments. You can scare your dad trying out donuts in the snow. She said, mind you, with his blood pressure, maybe that's not a good idea. Oh my gosh, Bernadette, that's awesome. Do you guys think she should just have a show of her own?
Yep.
Yeah? We'll call it Coffee with Ray. That's a, oh, Missy is your tree fluffy? Are you fat shaming your tree? All right, guys. Well, I'm sorry I didn't get to hang out with you more. The mall is getting busy, so I should probably jump off before we have our next round of shoppers. Thank you all again for all of your kind well wishes with Andy. We'll probably keep everybody updated on his progress, but so far so good. The medications and everything seem to be working, and we do not have to go to the emergency room today, so that's good. He said yet. We're not going back out today. Shannon says she's in for coffee with Ray. All right, friends. Have a great night. I will look forward to seeing you back on Monday for Ask the Doctor. We'll continue cutting next week. I will try to drive the cutting process a little bit more. Otherwise, this Christmas table runner may not be ready before this Christmas. So have a great night. Have a great weekend. Please stay healthy and happy, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.